It's the PK and DK Show.
Please stand by. Stand by. On the air next. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. On the air next.
It's the PK and DK Show. It's all about the internet.
www.pkndk.com. Forget normal.
The PK and DK Show. Your average everyday couple fight and make up on YouTube. Welcome to our dysfunctional life.
Welcome to yet another week of the PK and DK Show. We appreciate you guys joining us.
Yeah.
Unconventional look all up in your face. What button did I just hit? There we go.
How's it going, everybody?
Hi,
I'm
everybody.
DK. This is PK.
I'm PK.
PK.
I should write that part on the schedule because I always skip over it. I feel like I always screw that up.
I got it on mine.
Okay. I've got a good 25-page printed up schedule on the computer. You got a couple of chicken scrap notes.
I got Notepad for days.
Nice. I appreciate that. There you go. All right, it's an unconventional look at life, pretty much, from my wife and myself. Join us live 5 Pacific, 7 Central. If you're podcasting or if you're watching the show later on, we'd appreciate if you do that. You can always tweet us throughout the week. You can always join us on Facebook. A lot of people coming at us heavy, and we'll tell you some of those stories they sent in this week on Facebook. Shout-outs, always appreciated. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Spreaker. Tonight, all sorts of stuff, including ways to trick yourself to spend less at a bar, something we need to learn how to do.
Definitely.
Because we have been going, heavy.
It's been awful. I feel like we are alcoholics.
And you know, the thing is this, I think that our friends also spend pretty much, they have to spend the same amount of money because we split the tab most of the time. Sometimes they take it up, sometimes we do. So it really boggles the mind on how do people afford this? How do they continue to afford this? Because it's getting to be really, really ridiculous.
Yes.
And I realize we had the taxes on top of everything to pay, off as well. But how do people do it?
I don't have a clue. I think a lot of people just have a lot of credit card debt.
Do you think that's what it is?
I do. Yes.
You know what? Be honest in the chat, or you don't have to be, but we'd appreciate if you do. How often do you guys go out, and how did you have to put a check on how much you spend at the bar? Maybe we just got issues. Maybe we just hang out with a bunch of people that
like to party.
Are just too cool for your ass, is what I'm saying. There you go.
Party people.
So in about 10 minutes when we get into Wine Wednesday, I'm going to give you the little tricks. And some of the tricks are pretty awesome. Again, how to trick yourself into saving money at a bar. Also, I've got a basketball conspiracy theory that I got into an argument at work with some fools by. But you know what? It worked. So I want to run it by you and you guys, especially if there's somebody in the chat. I'm sure there's some of you in the chat that know a lot more when it comes to sports than myself. In fact, I wonder if we can call up our buddy Ben.
Yes.
Because he works at a sports radio station.
Okay.
He knows what's up. Maybe you could send him a text at some point to see if he can call up during the show, like in 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
I'd love to run my basketball theory that I have that worked, by the way, if I may add, by everybody coming up in about 20 minutes. Also, what are the best food hacks? I got her real good this week. You probably saw the quick clip that we put online. If you didn't, I have it for you. I'll play it. And I've got a couple of really good food hacks that is going to save you a ton of time. I know it's not a cooking show, but these motherfuckers are on point. There you go. Let me get that brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Let me get a heaven. All right. For anyone over 30, how are your hangovers? Because we hung out with Extra Work Tony. If you're an old Playhouse fan of the show, I want to talk a little about that, and I want to talk about how we couldn't get out of bed for the entire day on Sunday.
That was awful.
Isn't that right?
That was terrible.
Also going to keep the camera on you because you have gone crazy with this coconut oil.
Oh, I love it. We have it in jars that are like this big.
I knew what that was, and I took a picture before you even sent me in your show notes.
Okay.
So I want to talk about how this coconut oil thing is just going way too, you're just too overboard with this thing.
I don't think
Some things
so.
shouldn't be do. Also, has anybody in the chat ever been robbed? If you have, or anybody podcasting, maybe you're listening in the car, maybe you're not in the chat, I want you to call us at some point tonight. And 757-414-PKDK, that's 7535 is the phone number. I'd love to hear your experience. Why am I asking? I'll tell you in our WTF segment. Let's jump right into our point counterpoint.
PK and DK's point counterpoint.
Bart, let's some results, if we may, from last week's point.
Absolutely.
Point. Last week we asked you, when can you be too honest? And should you keep those thoughts in your head, or should you always be honest and tell people what you think? Not being malicious, but just expressing yourself and being really honest about it.
Even if it's rude.
Right. So we had two teams you could have voted for last week, just like this week. Team DK, that's rude, PK. Some things need to be kept in your head. Team PK, honesty is the best policy, and it's not like you were trying to be mean or malicious. So what is the big deal? The winner of last week's point counterpoint, the lovely DK.
Thank you.
Kicked my ass.
Really?
By the way, we had 475 answers, so thanks to every single person that answered. You got 51.4% of the votes, or 244. I got 47.6, 226 votes. So, but here's the thing about the point counterpoint. Sometimes we fly through the show, and she'll give me a story, or I'll give you a story, and you know, my brain is like trying to see what everybody in the chat is saying. We're going to do a little roll call coming up here in a minute. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm also trying to figure out where we're going with the program, like what's the next thing that we're going to talk about. So sometimes I'm kind of talking and I'm here, but I'm not. And last week you brought a story that I didn't even know what the hell you were talking about. You were telling me about a teacher burnt the kid with some kind of Tesla coil.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like...
You weren't listening. You heard me speak, but it was like this.
I mean,
in one ear, out the other.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wasn't listening at all is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I could tell.
But that ended up being one of the biggest things that we had online, because everybody was really going after you on it.
They were.
Everybody. Because, and here's the story, just to fill everybody in. There is a teacher that got suspended, and the charges were dropped after the suspension because he wrote, "I love you, Mom." He burnt that with Tesla coils. Lightning, in the story, it said, quote, "lightning spewing Tesla coils." And I guess, like, the lightning goes to your hand, and you write, "I love you, Mom," or whatever, and that's what he did, and he got suspended because some parents were complaining, which sounded reasonable to me, because you're electrocuting kids.
Yes.
But then we started getting, like, all these comments, which I didn't even see until the next day. For instance, Alyssa wrote in saying, "It didn't hurt them. The mark fades. Nothing is permanent. The media is blowing this out of proportion." David was saying it's painless. It's a surface mark. The fades in a matter of days. Using a Sharpie actually does more damage to your skin than this. Edward says burn, more like mildly irritated skin. Total BS. Kate said sue happy parents. Boston Howie said long-term damaging. No, bad idea. In today's paranoid climate, yes. Trust me, in a world where teachers can't even show an 18-year-old a rated PG movie, you're going to get in some trouble. Right. So after all those comments, I had to be like, you know, because I didn't know. I've never played with these things. But after all these comments.
Were you curious?
I'm such a puss because I thought about buying this thing and doing it on the show, right?
Right.
Like maybe when you're not paying attention, just zap your ass.
Oh, that's wonderful.
There you go. Back of the neck, which she's like, you know, doing one of her seal laughs or something. Just. But after everybody wrote in and said it's not that big of a deal, and really undisputed comments, everybody was on the teacher's side. So after all that, I'm okay. Give the guy back his job. Not that big of a deal.
I know the charges were dropped. Did he get his job back? Is he back teaching?
I don't know. But
great follow-up, honey.
After I told you all this, you were still kind of baffled that this teacher got his job back.
The reason being is I feel like he should be teaching and educating kids in a different way, not going and, you know, trying to be fun and like be their friend.
So you don't want to be fun to teach the kids
No, I just don't feel like that.
You want to be the teacher that everybody ignores and makes fun. Like we had an English teacher with some cankles.
How, like, what he did that gain any person any more education?
I'm sure, absolutely.
Any other lesson?
Probably taught him about science. When you do cool tricks, absolutely you'll learn. You have their attention. That's how you learn. Not by reading a book and being, by the book, can't do anything that's fun.
I learned a lot by reading books.
See what I'm saying? So here are the choices, and here's how I phrased it, because I do think this is our first. I'm kind of proud of this. I'm very excited about it. This is our first kind of, you know, parenting fight. We don't even have kids.
No,
and
thank
we're
God.
already arguing.
We have Kiki.
We don't even have kids, and I'm already right, is what I'm saying.
No.
Is she overboard? Should the teacher have been suspended? 2 options for you. You can vote Team PK. Relax, DK. It's not that bad. You're being way too sensitive. Is it, in fact, that time of the month?
Hey, no, it's not. Thank you very much.
There you go. Or you could be Team DK if you'd like to vote on that. Or you people, Team DK, are you people out of your minds? We're part of lightning spewing Tesla coil. To lightly burn I Heart Mom, do you not understand? So those are your two options, and I would appreciate your votes. If you got some time throughout the week, jump on pkandk.com, go to the live tab, click on the point counterpoint, and give us your vote.
PK and DK's Point Counterpoint.
Who do y'all think the winner is?
Vote on our Facebook page, facebook.com/PK and DK. And online now at www.pkanddk.com.
Please, some respect for the people, the co-hosts in the chat.
You said it in such a weird way. I didn't process until right now. I had to speak and think at the same time.
Please, some respect for the people, the co-hosts in the chat.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to do a roll call. We have Low Key Thumbs, Baba J, Skate Free, Skylar, Mista, Christy, Jeff, Raymond, Liz, EM Gomez, Horizon, Larissa, K Fox, Jake, Marcus, Manuel, Tressa, Joseph, Zachary, Tony. Hi, Mom.
I'm gonna start doing that too every week. Hi, Mom! And then I'm gonna start getting into fights with her. Bitch, that's my mom in there. That ain't your mom. That's my mom in there. How do you know that's yours?
Well, not quite sure.
Because she's an anonymous viewer, right?
What else, Mom, would you...
Bitch, that's my mom in there.
What else are you doing right now, Mom? You better
Your
be
mom
watching
don't
us.
love you.
Yes, she does.
There you go.
Your mom's like...
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Big thanks to
Incorrect.
everybody. I was working on the intro, which I did want to talk about. Let me bring up a screenshot of the intro. In fact, I might have a quick... Let me see if I can get you a quick video clip of the... It's got to be real quick, though, so don't judge. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the longest video clip because, again, that lot goes into this. I don't want to just rush something and it's going to be garbage. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe this is the first time you're tuning into our show, the people in the chat, and it really hit me last night. What time did I come to bed last night?
It was after 10:54 because that's when you posted on Facebook.
Yeah, I was in here, and I started writing that post on Facebook 10:20 or something.
Okay.
Because I just wanted to get it right. Because I'm working on, in the beginning of the show, I want to do a whole new video where everybody in the chat is featured in the video. Because I honestly do believe, hand to God, that what we have here is something different, something fun, something interesting. Because it's not like at a radio station where people just call in and you use them for like 5, 6, 10, 20 seconds just to make your show sound good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the people in the chat are really the co-host of this program.
Absolutely.
They've
all
got
of them.
like funny lines. They know more than us in some topics. Not all of them though, because come on now. They're quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and it's an open forum to where in real time anybody can be like, nah, call BS on us.
Or people already
She
in the
starts
chat
lying
were
or something.
already in the chat were saying, "Love you, DK. You're wrong. This time you're wrong."
See what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Quick.
You see her out and about like with some other dude. You tell me right in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like
When?
Tesla
What
coil.
time?
Tesla coil to the back of the neck. Mm-hmm, but it really is. And so yesterday I'm working on this piece, the intro piece, and just for the first time, I really got a chance to see the people. Like, yeah, we talk about M. Gomez. We talk about the folks in there. We talk about John. E.M. Gomez. What did I say?
M.
Gomez. Yeah, you suck. We talk about, I believe Larissa sent in the picture. So I'm sitting there, Horizon, Mika. I suck. I think it was Mika. So I'm looking at these pictures, right? And it's pictures with these people in the chat, and they're like dogs and their families. And Ken was like fishing. And, you just, they're in their environment. And these are
People.
Yeah, it puts the face to the actual personality. And it just brought it home last night. So anyway, I didn't want to rush the intro, and I'm still working on it. But with all that said, here's just a real quick clip. Nothing, well, actually, you're probably going to get nothing because this thing is not freaking.
Can people still send in pictures?
They can. Will you tell
Okay.
them how? Let me see if I can.
Yes. So if you send it to pkanddk@comcast.net.
And this is just something that's going to go like in and out. And, and it's I'm still working on it. So, again, there isn't too much, but I just wanted to demonstrate to you guys that I'm not just slacking because I've had a history of slacking, and I really, I'm not. I just want to do this justice. So if you'd like to send in a picture, you can at pkanddk@comcast.net. You can send us via Twitter. You can put it on Facebook. Put it on our PK and DK page on the Facebook there. Any other ways you can think of? Did I pretty much cover it all?
You covered it.
All
Yep.
right, let's do our new segment, News and Do We Care? because we only do the show once a week. So
Yes.
I wanted to run down some of the big stories. You don't have to spend a lot of time. We don't have to spend a lot of time. In fact, have some paper ready to
Yes,
throw
that's
into
right.
our garbage basketball hoop right there. But news and do we care? And we're going to start off today. I'm going to ask you about the Patriots, the Inflategate.
Yes.
Some of the staff from, and I got to give them the utmost respect, Barstool, who got arrested.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit I like.
I didn't care last week about Deflategate, but then I guess I should have since it's still in the news today. But no, I still don't care.
You still don't care?
I still don't give a shit.
Wow.
Can I throw it?
Do you just... Oh, God damn, you're horrible at that. What about the guys that got arrested? I kind of like that.
I do like their fanmanship, their sportsmanship.
Yeah, and the fact that, because it's a blog, and
Yeah.
the fact that the boss said, I need you guys to get down there and get arrested with me, and they all said yes.
Yes.
That's some loyalty
Yeah.
shit that I've
Be
been
like,
talking
either
about.
do it or you get fired.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
We
Do
need
you
to do
think it's
something
gonna
on this show.
Do you think it's going to stick? Do you think... I know that Brady's trying to fight it.
I'll be honest. I don't know crap
Oh,
about
all
that.
right.
What do you
All
guys think in the
right.
chat? www.pkndk.com.
we already have people saying, Zachary, don't care. Skate free, nope. F the Pats from John Donaldson, don't care. Yeah.
I just want to be fair, though. I think anybody that hates the Patriots is going to be F the Pats. And everybody that loves the Patriots, even if they did do wrong, is going to stick by them.
Yes.
So I'm really, because I don't know crap, really, when it comes to, the inner workings of the situation.
Interworkings.
I know there's some balls that were deflated. I think you wanted them deflated to have better grip. They can't blame it on the weather because you can't lose that much air. So it sounds to me like, oh, boy, is guilty. You also didn't give him the phone and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like, oh, boy, is guilty.
So, yeah.
So even if you're a Patriots fan, I was thinking about this. You're my wife. I always defend you. But if I know that I'm wrong,
that I'm wrong.
that you're wrong,
Right.
I would get into an argument and tell you that you're wrong. And I think it goes the same thing with your team. If your team does something and breaks some rules, even though that it's your team, don't you still want to hold them accountable? You're still a fan. You would still be my wife. Like in an argument. Let's say we're at a bar and we're arguing about something where I know that you're wrong.
Yeah.
I'd probably have the other person's side.
But would you, disagree with me in front of other people? Or would you take me to the side and be like, hey, you're a little off base. This is why.
Well, I don't know if that part really fits into the story. Maybe I would go, I'd probably would tell you at the bar in a nice way.
Yeah.
And then if it's been a couple of drinks and you're giving me that sideways stare, then yeah, I'd probably back off and maybe pull you off or tell you the next day. But that was kind of comparing it to that.
Okay.
So it just seems like even if the dude, and it seems like a lot of evidence is against him, but all the Pat fans.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sounds like a personal PR problem. That's from Zachary. I have Pat friends who think it's a conspiracy. Yeah, I'm going to tell you my basketball conspiracy coming up here in about 10 minutes. He'll appeal and get one game. That's from Jake. Anything else that I'm missing that you see in the chat? Anything else?
Yeah, that Tony says, I'm thinking it's just not that serious. So.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's story number one. Story number two, I've got three sports stories in the news and do we care segment. The Rockets won last night.
I care. But we can move on.
I don't really.
I do.
Well, I don't. And if
Wait.
What?
Oh, no, I shrunk my...
That's my paper.
I shrunk my paper ball up so I can make it... Wow, that was shit. Oh, sorry. That was
there's
bad.
a wire there that
Oh,
kind of blocked my shot, so y'all don't judge. The Stanley Cup. Do we care? It's happening now. I know you're big,
I do want the Rangers to win.
but you haven't been watching the game, so I don't think you care. Put it in the hoop. Put it in the hoop.
I actually have.
Put it in the hoop. You haven't been watching the games. There you go.
Okay.
DiCaprio, Rihanna dating, the stories in the Daily Mail. Oh boy, got him a bunch of roses. News and do we care? We're going to the trash hoop.
I don't care.
Going to the trash
I don't care
hoop.
who dates.
I am still.
Damn.
You're about 20.
God.
About 20 shots. Does anybody know how many shots he's attempted? Because he hasn't made one of those motherfuckers. Sarah Jessica Parker teased the Sex and the City movie only to turn it around and say that it was pimping her new shoe collection.
Oh, okay.
News and do we care or are we going to the hoop?
Sorry, I love Sex in the City, but I don't want to see another one.
All right, so you're going to the hoop?
That one didn't even fall down.
At
I don't know where that went.
At what point does this get embarrassing for you? At what point?
Never. I like to throw balls.
Should I move?
Anyway.
Let's respect that. Toyota. Oh, I got one because you sent me this, and I looked at it, and I wanted to seriously call up and be like, what the F are you wasting my time by sending me crap like this? The Toyota 3-wheel car. Did you see the video? Will you even explain that?
It basically has 3 wheels, and it's a small little car, and it like balances itself, and it just is like a little tricycle, but a car.
It's news, and I don't care, so it's going in the basketball garbage can. Oh, at least I was close, though. Mm-hmm. And finally, the last one is the dad bod. Yeah. I made a point not to read the story.
Right.
Tell me about it.
It's just this guy who went on saying that the dad bod, not the 6-pack abs, just more of the slushy tummy is the latest thing. People, chicks go, just like that. Yeah, that's it. Guys
don't screen grab that, you dirty bastards.
Guys like to go grab like the tortilla chips with the guacamole is what he's saying, and the girls like to hang out. Like, exactly. I would rather go out and hang out with you at like a Mexican restaurant, have margarita, than go to the gym.
And is it something that you care about, and is there something that I could rock? Also, I want to ask on that.
I mean, you're rocking it currently.
That's a big necklace.
I mean, I don't know exactly.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
I don't know exactly where to go from here, because it's like, you got it, but you don't want it, but we're trying to work out. But I mean, I'm just torn.
More on our workout later. Is it going in the hoop? It kind of seemed like you cared.
I kind of care.
But I kind of want to see you miss as well,
okay.
Just one more time tonight, because you've been so shitty at this. Let's get into Wine Wednesday, everybody.
Oh, yeah. It's Denise's Wine Wednesday. She don't know nothing about wine except that it make her feel good. Oh, yeah. No credentials. Denise's Wine Wednesday. The following information gonna be pointless. Oh, yeah. She don't even remember the wine tasting she's been to. White girl drunk.
We had Tony, our old guy from the Playhouse here. He said he didn't like that, so maybe we're going to have to get a new intro.
What? Why doesn't he like it?
I don't know. He said he didn't like it.
Why?
Of course.
Should it be like, if you're happy and you know it?
I don't know, but he didn't. That was before he got passed out at 8 a.m. after pulling an all-nighter. More on that is coming up. But I don't know. Maybe we'll have to work on the intro. We already cracked this up. This is a bad habit of cracking Wine Wednesday bottles open before the show. Bad.
Sorry. I mean, when I only have 1 bottle of wine left and I need like a little something to get the party started.
Okay.
But anyway, yes. So this is called Spellbound. It's a wine out of Napa, California. We found it at Kroger.
You see right there, $60.99 originally, $10.99.
Okay, this is my segment.
Shit, I'm sorry.
So what I like to do is I go through all of the wine and I decide if I want a red, white, if I want full body, light body, or whatever. So I was in the mood for a Cabernet. So I went and I searched like the 3 rows, like the bottom row, the middle row, and the row above. Not the high one, because the high one is like $60 or more. So then I go and I see what wine is the most money that has the biggest discount, and then we try it. So this one happens to be Spellbound, like we mentioned, regular $16.99, on sale for $10.99. It's a screw cap, which is great.
Yep.
Again, out of California. Tasting notes. It should be like cedar and tobacco. I mean, why wouldn't you like it?
Wait, what? Because I don't like tobacco, really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would.
But it's actually pretty good. So.
I don't know if I would like anything that tastes like cedar either, wood or tobacco.
All right.
But anyway, so it's like one of those wines they're saying that you can just bring, like it's not too expensive, so you can just bring and have every day with your friends. And
I gotta get what are you effing talking about? This crap not on sale is $16.99. If that's not expensive,
well, I mean,
who the F are you hanging out with?
I'm saying $10.99. That's reasonable. Anything that's under $12.
Yeah, but that's only because it's on sale right now.
Well, I know, that's why I bought it.
Okay,
but right. I'm sorry, I'm not the fancy Spellbound peanut bowl out of like Napa.
Cheers to everybody. Cheers to everybody.
I don't know if I want to cheers you. You're kind of making me mad.
Again, if you make it into our intro, we'll put you in for some glasses where we'll put the initials on there and get them out to you. By the way, just initials though. Like if you win, I don't want Emmanuel Dominguez to win and wants the entire name, because it's not going to happen. They charge by the letter. They charge by the letter unless she wants to pay. It's just going to be like initials. But cheers to everybody. Thank you for joining us. We made it through another week, sort of, kind of, to Wednesday.
Yes.
And here's where we just kind of like relax, kick back, and have some wine. Zachary says, I gotta say I was let down when PK said a few weeks back that prank calls on radio shows aren't real anymore. Yep.
We have John that says, hey, y'all need to tweet out what wine y'all are getting before the show so they can go out and get it. Yeah.
We can do that. A little more to what Zachary was saying, because I wasn't effing finished with my thought process.
Next time you should pronunciate.
What's that?
Pronunciate better.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, no matter what they say, they're not real because of lawsuits. We can't do. You want to hear this crap? I was told today that we.
Are you allowed to share this information?
Well, they didn't tell me I couldn't, so that's on them.
Are you gonna have
Maybe
a job
next
tomorrow?
time, I don't
give a fuck what you think, bitch.
All right.
I mean, I'd like to have a job tomorrow.
Today was the last day of PK's radio show.
No, because this is so goddamn ridiculous.
All right,
this is
let's spit the truth. I'll give you. Where's the?
And
go ahead.
This is the kind of stuff that really, really annoys me, right? They said, Periscope?
Right.
We can't Periscope now unless you get like your bosses and their bosses' permission before doing it. And every time you Periscope, you'd have to get a permission ahead of time.
Why?
I don't effing know, because they're just idiots. I have no idea.
Because of things that you might say that people might get offended
or something. I have no idea.
If you say like the F-bomb and there's a 4-year-old that's listening and gets offended, like, is that?
Then they should say you got to keep it clean, obviously, but not that you have to get permission by 15 different people if something happens and you want to Periscope it. But anyway, just going back to that's the kind of stuff that really is aggravating. And it's not like an individual person's fault. It's the lawyers. You got to blame the lawyers. The lawyers are just... That's the kind of crap that they do. Lawyers get paid by conspiring with other lawyers that they fight in court, to fight each other, so businesses pay them, and then there you go. We can't Periscope without 15 goddamn people saying okay.
There you go.
I'm sorry, what did you have? Go ahead.
I'm curious to know what would happen if tomorrow you went on and Periscope.
I have no idea. We're not going to find out, are we?
You haven't had to sign anything yet, right? You just got like an email or a talking to?
Hey, I want to play something for everybody. I want you to let me know what you think of this. I just keep it moving, man. Sometimes I get silly, we just keep it moving. I'm working on this video. This is just a few seconds of a video. It's about 15 seconds, right? And I got to give credit to DK because where we live, there's a bat bridge, and all these mofos, like there's 300,000 of these things. At first, we thought the end of the mother effing world was going down. I kid you not.
We thought they were birds.
Yeah. And what we think? That they were all migrating and some S was about to go down, did we not?
Correct. We were also drunk, but...
No, because you're going to see this and you're going to be like, I understand how you guys thought that, right? This is no joke. These mofos, there's like 400,000 of these things that are under a bridge a couple blocks away, and then they fly in formation, and you look up, you don't know they're bats. Again, they just look like birds, and they're all flying in the same formation.
Because if you don't know, if you don't know that there's bats around here, you'd have no idea.
If you don't know, and now you know.
So anyway, I had no clue that there was like 300,000 bats living under a bridge. So now I do.
Now, so yesterday, or a few days ago, she's like, man, there's the bats. They're next to our balcony. Get out there and tape them. I'm like, all right. So I'm working on something. This isn't done yet, but I wanted to show you guys and get some honest feedback from the people in the chat. All right. So turn your speakers up, and here you go. And PK for the win. Oh. Thank you very much, everybody. I'd like to...
my heart's racing.
I'd like to thank the bats underneath the wall bridge. you hand me that? Can you hand me that champagne?
No.
Thank you. I'd like to also thank DK for getting scared so damn easily. So I was thinking about.
God, I hate you. Some days I don't understand why I love you.
I don't know either, but you do.
Ah.
I was thinking, and I don't know, like, if I want to change it or not, but I was thinking, like, when the bat comes up, I might change that to me in my Batman onesie.
Yeah, that's what people were
Are they
just
really?
asking.
What are they saying?
Raymond says, and how come you didn't run out there in your Batman suit?
So
Yeah.
I might I might still do it with, like, the scare factor, but being my Batman onesie, because I think that might even be scarier. What else are people saying in the chat?
That was a knockout for PK. That was classic. That's from Larissa. Also, sorry, DK, kind of a dick move on PK's part from Horizon. Raymond, I want this video on Facebook now so I can scare the shit out of my friends. Oh, we got Shmi saying, ha 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 ha. Mr. Marcus saying, turn your speakers up, LOL.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Very, very funny.
Some other stuff. And by the way, when I get done with that, we'll put it online.
God, I thought it was like funny. I was like, oh, look at that music sounds so. I'm like into it, and then.
I'll do a few different versions. I'll do it with my onesie too, because I think that might just be funny. But I'll put that up as well, and you guys can just have some fun with that. And anytime you have an idea, you just get them to us, and we'll do them. I have some other things on the pipe that I want to get done, including, which I've been working really hard on, is our Texas recap video. We told you last week that we went out to this place that was amazing. And I didn't think I did it justice, really describing this hotel that we stay in, because it only has 2 rooms and it's attached to this building that's falling apart. Here's the picture of the building. That building is like, it's not going to be there. I mean, it's falling to pieces.
It's based. Right? Yes, absolutely.
The rooms are amazing, though.
You can blow on it and it will like fall over.
The rooms are incredible, and in fact, even in the back, right? There's some backwards mo.
There
out there
is.
doing
I
some.
thought it was the Lone Star, but apparently
No.
it's not.
It's whatever that Devil Star is.
Yeah.
Like, you could see they had a fire pit and they're burning that crap. They weren't there when we were there, and so it was an awesome stay. But if you ever find yourself in Terlingua, look up at this place, especially pretty soon, because it isn't going to be there much longer. You get the entire house. It's like $200-300 for the entire thing. So get some friends. There's 2 rooms that are incredible attached to this thing that's falling apart. But again, if you were here last week, if you weren't, podcast last week's show for the entire stay. But
Can I
this
say
place
the name
is
of
awesome.
it?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so it's called the Perry Mansion, and if you go anywhere near Big Bend National Park, it's about like 12 miles outside of Big Bend National Park.
So what I wanted to say to everybody is I'm working on like this Texas video we're going to put online, and we should have that up pretty soon. Been working really hard on it. Specifically because I want to do this guy that played some songs for us on the patio justice, because old boy just got cancer or something.
He
that
got
was just on Facebook.
He
Isn't
got
that crazy?
diagnosed. Yeah.
That's insane how you just go from like a normal day, you know, you got like these problems that aren't really problems, and then you end up with cancer, and then it just puts everything in perspective. Like, you know, your boss having to give you permission to Periscope. There you go.
His message was so sad.
Do you? By the way, it's not on iTunes, but maybe I'll get in touch with him and see if we can put some links up, especially if you're into country. This dude is amazing. Hank Williams, Million Miles.
Hank Irwin.
Hank. Where did I get Williams from? I have no idea. I'm on that nonsense.
Let's start again.
Hank Irwin, and this is the CD. If you can find it online, if not, I'll get in touch with him. And especially after our Texas recap is done, I think you'll really get a kick out of it. Especially if you ever wanted to go on a road trip in Texas and really find out the fun stuff to do, and not like a normal road trip like us. We like to drink, so we like to tell you where you can drink. Because who wants to go on a sober road trip? Obviously the driver, but everybody else, there's stops on the way. Get your little buzz on, and yeah. So we'll put this online, and I should have that video done hopefully by next week. Some other stuff we have online right now at pkanddk.com. And again, big thanks to a bunch of people that have been sending stuff in. We've got this dude, which I'll cover it in a little while. It's a senior citizen. Old boy got busted and kicked out of the old home for doing beer runs.
Oh.
Getting that money to hire prostitutes. They found one hiding under his bed. Please respect that. There you go. I also have instructions on how to turn off the emergency alert system. That game was stronger than LeBron last night. How many times did I wake you up? How many times?
I only remember waking up just the one time at 12:30 and going back to bed at like 2:40.
And so I'm cursing this thing. Really? Does it need to go off every damn 30? How many of y'all in the chat live in Houston and had that crap go off?
I mean, if it's an Amber Alert, I understand.
No,
it's
I
missing
turned that
children.
shit off too. I'm sorry. Turn that shit off
but
too.
But the alert that we got last night was for a flash flood. But you know what's going to happen?
If you're missing kids, I don't care. They're not mine. Keep your eyes open because that crap is off on my phone. Now, if you want me to care, what you have to do is give me a goddamn vibrate option. Maybe a volume one. Like, you know, when you get an alert from the Weather Channel, it's a nice sound. Have you ever heard that sound? It's lovely. It's like bling, bling. Not a tornado-style nuke just went off in downtown Houston siren that goes off with no volume control multiple times in the middle of the goddamn night.
I don't think it's that bad. They're there to alert you. Like, it comes off on, same with like the radio, on TV. It's that same sound. Like,
you went off on me this morning. Why did you turn your phone off?
Well, yeah. I mean, can't you? Like,
no, it's not that bad.
Can you turn your phone on like airplane mode when you go to sleep so you don't get all of? Because it happens all the time. I have a hard time sleeping.
Y'all in the chat right now. It's not that bad. There's missing kids and lightning. F that. I turn it all off. And I got your instructions online at pkandk.com on how you can do the same thing. And again, when they come back with some kind of decent alert system, I'll turn it back on. We have the technology. It's a mother effing iPhone. That crap does not need to, like, you know how many underwear I've ruined?
Ew.
I'm just driving, having a time of my life.
Guys.
Think of bang!
Doesn't that happen like when you're on the radio anyway?
What do you mean?
Like when you're on the air and you get like emergency alert.
Oh,
tests.
you know what? I'm going to turn that back on. Yes.
There you go.
So we got instructions if you want to turn that off. Jeremy, thank you for sending in this cuteness level off the charts about the seal that snuck into a sailboat and woke up this guy. Could you imagine if you wake up next to that, to the seal? That'd be kind of cute, though. It'd be like, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. They got in like.
The quick thought from last night, I got that on there. The Taco Bell sauce review. If you haven't seen that, watch that. I'm not sure if this is an urban legend or legit stuff. If it is legit, it's some scary S right there. The Bloods, which I don't get, like the gang initiation.
I don't want
It's got to
any
be a
part of it.
Facebook thing. It's got to be a Facebook thing. Their initiation is to go after sorority chicks. Yo, you keeping it real gully, man. Real gully if you're going after sorority chicks.
I don't want any part of this.
Yeah, I got it. We're going to go after little ducklings too, man. Yeah, whoever kills the most. It's like, come on, dude. That's the least hard person. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you proving? So anyway, again, I don't know if it's real. I think it might be just a Facebook thing, but we put the story up nonetheless. DK sent me this. You know, most of the time she's yelling about how I'm fat. And I've got that.
And there it is from Olive Garden, the new sandwiches with breadsticks, and then they have unlimited breadsticks on the side.
Yeah, most of the time, again, she's like, "Why are we working out? I can't believe I only ran 3 and not 6 miles." The rest of the day, she's sending me this crap. Some people can't give up. Did you see the cockroach out of Japan?
That's disgusting too.
How great is this? Tell me that's not the best thing you've ever seen. Did you see this?
Ew.
Japanese.
Why would you ever agree to do that?
Japanese are at it again. Those fools. They are. I got to give them respect, man. Every single time that I think I've seen it all, they come with the heat. Old boy got Pinocchio tattooed on his groin.
I already saw this one, yeah, because I got mad at you that, yeah.
Yeah. Did you see this one? This is great, too. Hold on. Before I play it, a couple observations if you're watching this online. If you're listening, go to the show and watch it at 39 minutes. You got to see the video, and you got to pay attention to the old lady because the young one gets hit by the car, and she goes airborne. Like she's in the air. Lands down. Everybody panics except the old lady that it doesn't even... I don't know if she even looked. Maybe she looked and just kept it moving like a G. Ain't no shame in her game. Didn't ask if she was cool. Didn't go over there. Didn't reach for the phone to call 911 or whatever. I'm assuming it's in Russia or something. Old lady kept it moving. Let's applaud her. Watch the old lady. By the way, it's got to be Russia or something, because The hell are they listening to? Sorry, Smeeze. Sure, people. All right, watch the old lady, right? The young one's about to go flying, right? Watch this. Boop! Woo! Watch old lady, watch old lady, watch old lady. Yeah, fuck it. Yo, everybody else.
Everyone gets out of their car.
Including, may I add, whoever's in the back of the police car get out, except, again,
the old
favorite
lady.
part, the old lady gave no fucks.
There you go.
What else have we got on there? Oh, we've got, speaking of old people, did you see the people of the Bears? Look at this is another one of those videos. I don't know what it is this week with old ladies just not giving a rat's ass about anything.
Don't they always not care?
Yeah, but if you have a black bear that's 5 feet away, aren't you booking it or something?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe you're not supposed to move fast because then they get on you or something. I don't know how that stuff works, but if a bear's coming at me, I'm jumping on a car or something. At the very least, like, they just seem like... Nah, they picked up the pace there a little bit. They're about to get eaten.
What are they yelling in the background? Like, move!
Something like they're gonna die or something? You also put up, I'm not gonna play it, but you put up the god-awful Britney video that you love.
Oh, I never claimed I loved the video.
You did. Anybody that was watching our 24/7 cam before the show started, you were like, oh my God, they look so pretty. I believe you even put that in the post.
That's the name of the song, Pretty All the Pretty Girls in the World. I mean, it's so pretty. That's what in my head it sounds like.
Could you do the rest of the show like that?
I think that's kind of rude, but I mean, I love old school Britney, and I'm not really a fan of Iggy. So Britney should go back to her old days and keep playing the hits. This one, I don't know if I like it.
Not a big fan of this one. All right.
What's up? You're in the car? It's the PK and DK mobile app. Listen, watch, comment, and more. All from our mobile app. Right here. Right now. Get it for free today in the Apple App Store. Yeah, we even made an Android version. It's the PK and DK mobile app.
Hit him with Christy's comment in the chat.
Oh, yeah. She's like, a bear with cubs. Those bitches are mean.
Yeah, it's a goddamn black bear with cubs. What are you doing? Again, the only room for kind of debate is, I think you're not supposed to go fast if you see a bear. You're supposed to stand still or something. But it's not like they were standing still. They were still like just jogging in a picked up little pace, like a Sunday morning mall pace. You know?
A mall pace? Yeah, like the mall walkers.
You see the old people always at the mall, like walking real fast?
I remember when I used to work at the mall. Yeah, they were there earlier than I was.
Tell me you try to trip them.
No, of course not. No, I'm too kind.
Okay. Some emails, comments, and tweets, and you can send those in throughout the week. You can do it on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, in our comments section. You could send them, pkanddk@comcast.net. Anyone you want to get them to us. We'd appreciate it. Carol Baker said she's gorgeous, talking about you in some picture we posted. Can we please, for once, for mother effing once, say that I'm the good-looking one? Probably not going to happen.
I love you, honey.
And
that's all that matters.
Jesse said something for your next Texas road trip, and then he gave us a link that is online, pkndk.com, of a haunted ghost town. Unfortunately, I believe it's in Montana.
Well, that's all right. We have a week off.
We're going to have to put it on the list, but it's going to have to be a little bit later on. Alfredo said, I agree with you on German food, my dude, that it's all kind of the same, and you even admitted it.
Well, what I want to do is there's this place out in Pearland, and...
Too far. Keep it moving.
No, I want to go. I heard that it is amazing.
Not happening. Way too goddamn far.
No, it's called Beer Garden.
Where do you want to go next, Katie? We're going to go hang out in Katie.
What's wrong with that?
Get in the car and drive to Katie.
What is wrong with that? No, there's nothing more than like 30 miles of any direction.
Okay, all right. So why haven't we been there in the last 5 years?
I like to drink, so I stay at home.
Okay, then that's what's wrong. Don't be trying to paint me in a bad light. Mm-hmm. We even wanted to do Topgolf and we can't get out there.
I know.
That's not even a quarter way to it. I don't think.
Well, every time I was like, oh, let's go to Topgolf. That'd be so much fun. I'm like, we're trying to save some money, so maybe not. And then we go out around here.
Thanks, John. He said my hair game on fleek.
Fleek.
Come on now, son. Thank you. So finally, I got a good compliment. It's from another dude, but I'll take what I can take.
I like your Texas shirt.
Take what I can take. Regarding the flooding, which I posted a video online, and I can play for you here in just a few minutes. Did you see that? Did you see how bad that was?
Yeah.
That's why my alerts were going off like nobody's business last night.
And the rain keeps falling, so.
Regarding that, Jackie said crazy mosquitoes coming our way. Aren't they always coming, though, or does it get extra bad when it floods like that?
I think it gets extra bad, yes.
Ken thought he would
Good
share
call.
some vitamins that keep us from getting hungry and give us some energy. I'm on some stuff like that. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm, But those vitamins, though, you got to take them for like 2 months and then take a break. And I can never take a break, so I just double down. So at some point...
Good Lord.
At some point, I'm going to die.
You're going to need to tell me what these are. So when the doctor's like, what has he been taking? I'm like, I don't know. Like,
What hasn't he been taking?
I don't know. There are yellow and black pills. I'm not sure.
No, those are the other pills.
I mean, I don't know. You got so many in there. I have no clue what you're
Take
taking.
them all,
you got
baby.
red pills.
Take
you
them
got
all.
green pills. You got some that hang out like by the toilet. Like I just.
What's that high school party where you just throw all the pills in the
This
jar
is a
and you
high
just take?
school party?
No, bitch, I ain't going to a high school party. What is the high? Didn't you do that back in the day?
No.
You've never heard of the party where like everybody shows up and they just throw their parents' pills in a bucket and then you've never heard of this?
No.
I mean, neither have I, but I've read articles about how
God.
these nutty, crazy kids nowadays
Good God.
are getting into some insane stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, regarding the Diablo sauce review. Did you like the Diablo sauce?
Yes, but I could only put maybe a quarter of the packet on a taco because it was so it tasted like Tabasco and a spice.
You really thought it was that bad?
I mean I was pretty tipsy, but
Regarding the review, in fact, if you haven't seen it, it's on our YouTube channel. And let me play just a little bit for you right now. It is Saturday night at 12:59. Wait, hold on. 1 o'clock. I told the guy to hook us up.
all right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make PK one taco and I will make myself one other taco.
Zoom in, bitches.
And then
Zoom the fuck in.
And then I am going to put this brand new. It's
Zoom
called
in, bitches.
Look at my sauce packet.
You're so drunk, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome. This is exactly why I love you. Because we do
What the hell are
stupid
you
stuff like
doing?
spicy. Oh my God, my mouth's on fire.
Perfect. Get on my level, motherfucker. So that's what PK needs to do. Stop being a bitch. It's on my level.
You about to burn? What do you think?
Fucking get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking get out.
Tell 'em what's up. I'm gonna kill the swine now. Not
Sorry.
because I want any more to drink tonight, but because
It's so fucking
that
hot.
crap is so spicy.
And it's amazing, but
Oh my God, that's so good though.
it's hot. Okay.
Rebecca was saying this is interesting. Hot sauce and wine. What? Janet said, "LOL, no S. Only when you're drunk. No way the hell would you try that sober." Fucking wine. What? Oh, you gotta shake it up though. You gotta shake it up. The handcraft. What do I do that with my finger, man? I gotta stop doing that.
My wine.
Oh, it smells good too. Smell, just smell.
No, fuck no.
Smell.
No, thank you.
Fuck you, gonna miss out there. Watch the video to find out if I like it or
You want
not.
to try it sober? You want me to go get the sauce packet? You try it sober? Yeah, I'll be right back.
Wait, whoa. Is this payback for the bat? Oh, that's some dirty shit.
Watch, comment, share.
Dirty. Let me wrap up emails and then I'll give it a... Regarding Tony. A lot of people saying they missed the Playhouse. Thank you. Also, a lot of people saying we should fly Dorian out, but there's no way in hell because if Tony couldn't make it, he was only in town for 6 hours, Dorian would die. And you guys have to consider the fact that Dorian's already been arrested twice in cities not like Houston.
With PK.
Houston's Party City, man. We go hard. No way Dorian would make it. That's what scares me about having him out here. Dorian, in fact, wrote in saying, LOL, get me down there, PK. All right, your emails, comments, tweets is always welcome. PK and DK at Comcast.net. On Facebook at PK and DK. Twitter us at PK and DK. In the comments section of this video. Find us on the street. I'm Stalin.
All right. So my Diablo sauce currently says, "Are you ready for this?"
Wait, hold on. Do that again. Well, because...
Are you ready for this? I know what I just said. I just said it.
Say it again.
So my Taco Bell sauce says,
Hold on. Let me start on this.
God damn it, you are totally trying.
Here we go.
So my Diablo taco sauce says, are you ready for these?
No.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the packet. And I have this nice glass of wine. PK's going to do his Diablo wine.
When did that turn into the stunt guy of this program?
And I'm going to take the Diablo packet, pour it in the wine. Oh, yeah. That, it just squeezes out like diarrhea color.
I guess I'm going to blow what happened in the video, but in the video, it actually tasted pretty decent. So I'm not really scared. The only thing that's really fucking nasty, if I may, please, I have to curse.
It was the remnants at the bottom.
The remnants in the bottom.
It looks like your that's stuck on the toilet. Ew.
Cheers, my good people. This is the Diablo red wine.
Oh. What's it smell like? We're not. No.
It smells good.
You need to tell the people your face.
Yeah, but I have to.
Your face did not say it.
It smells like Diablo sauce that's got poured in some motherfucking.
Do you know what
wine.
Diablo stands for?
The devil's oblo. I don't know.
Devil. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Smell it though. You have to. If I'm gonna drink it, you got to smell it.
Yeah, it smells spicy.
Yeah.
Doesn't smell good.
They have spicy wines though, so it's not like all right.
Yeah. Does it smell like tar and? All right, we're okay. For all of you who are just listening, the more time PK takes to drink it, the more
it's the worst
stuff. The more stuff like gets at the bottom that he's gonna have to chug. Kind of like when you do an Irish car bomb, and then like all of this stuff like makes it all super thick if you don't take it within like 30 seconds.
What is it?
That's what's happening now.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Do you have a bucket in case I need to vomit?
No, I do not.
I might have to
vomit. It's called your shirt.
I'm not vomiting on the floor. We have to work in here.
I said it's your shirt, not the floor. There's the Maleficent hat.
I can't. Just grab me a bucket in case I have to vomit.
Good. No, you're going to throw it out.
I'm not going to.
Stop being a bitch
I'm not
and just do it.
If I throw up, I'm going to throw it up on you if I throw up.
Fine. We're on TV here. It's not like we have all day. We have stuff to get to, commercials and all that good stuff.
Guys,
come on.
F you.
Come on.
It smells so bad.
We're on radio here. We only have a few seconds left. 10, 9, put your hand in there. 8, 7. I said do it now. 6, 5, throw it down your throat. 2, 1. Drink it. God, now we have to go to commercial break. Can you believe it? Just do it. Okay? Just do it. Good boy. Good boy.
So good.
There we go. I'm curious how you felt.
Oh my God, it was so much better when I was wasted at 1 in the morning. Whoa.
Here's some water. Ew. No, you're just making yourself throw up. Drink the water. Stop being a bitch.
I swear to God, it tasted better when I was drunk.
Anyway.
Oh, man.
All right, so going back into the comments real fast.
All right, yeah, thank you very much. Please, let's go ahead.
Scroll up a little bit. Larissa says, you guys are crazy funny drunks. Look, I'm not saying this again. I need to get wasted with y'all. That's from John. This is payback from the Coke hair wash. PK needs a double dose of Diablo wine. Going back to Jerian coming out to visit. Jerian was our former guy on the Playhouse back in Portland and Fresno. Jerian would get arrested in the first 15 minutes. That's true. Emmanuel says that they need some Taco Bell right now. Damn, I do want some Taco Bell now. Grape Diablo sauce, LOL. That's from John. Idea, get Jerian to film himself doing stunts and put it on the show. That's good. Yeah.
You have Raymond's comment?
I'm still reading through them.
Oh, you keep
DK
going.
hit him with the keep it moving. That's from Tony. Man up, PK, bitch hat. Man up, PK. Do you down that? DK going hard. DK so intense. The P in PK is for pussy. Jesus, DK is scary.
Yeah.
John, old school Playhouse. Awesome job, DK. Don't puke, please. A corporal in the military. Oh, that's from a new one.
Who's that?
Listener. Kazamiza.
Casamiza, welcome to the show. We appreciate it.
I'm saying that correctly. About time, PK. Damn, DK. Bravo. Good job. The evil side of DK. Very true. Love evil DK. Someone give DK an Oscar. Thanks.
Can I?
Stop being a bitch. Stop being a bitch. That shit's funny.
You want to do an acceptance speech?
I think.
Hey, I got a new segment on the show. From now on, anytime somebody says, but something has to happen on the show. You can't just say it to be a dick. If something happens on the show that you're like, yes, then you have to say, somebody give whoever an Oscar, and then they immediately have to do an acceptance speech.
I would like to thank this Oscar to my main squeeze next door, PK, for 10 years of listening to him on the radio. He was always an asshole, and this is payback for him being a dick. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very much appreciated.
All right, I don't like that segment. You were being me when I would get on Ryan, weren't you?
Totally.
I knew it. I'm like, that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Man, I feel so bad for that poor kid.
I know. It's awful, huh? You like cried
go
for
to
a second. Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Time Magazine posted a list of things that you could do, little tricks that you can play with yourself to save money when you're at a bar. And damn, do we need to start abiding by this list, because it's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
And I think we've been trying, too. That's the thing that sucks. It's like when we weren't trying, how did we do it? Like, we're trying. And you never want to be a dick. If somebody buys around, you want to buy around back. But
I think
it's getting out of hand, man. This last weekend, I think we spent like $250 or something.
I think what happens is, Saturday, for example, I got off work pretty late. We wanted to get something to eat, so we went to the restaurant down the street. I looked at our subtotal. We had food subtotal, $10. You and I didn't have lunch. Beverage subtotal, $56.50.
There you go.
So that might be it.
No, that was alcohol is more expensive, because if food was 10,
alcohol was $56.50.
And how did it end up being 90-some?
Tax.
Okay,
it's
all right.
8 1/4 on top of all food and beverage. Yeah.
Here's the tricks. You could try doing them. We will, and we'll report back, and we can all get together in a few weeks and see if any of these work. Only bring cash is the big one. I probably should have done that last, but whatever.
Yeah.
Only bring cash, number one. It's the easiest way to stay on budget. That came in at number one. Let's jump back down to number 5. We'll work our way up. Sorry, that fucking hot sauce, bro. Have a glass of water during drinks, which apparently it's one of Bill Murray's drinking rules, and he's like really, really serious about, like, if he drinks water. I don't like doing that because I always feel like it's ruining my buzz.
You hate doing that, but I do that because I don't want to feel crummy the next day.
It's not that I hate doing it. I just think that it's ruining my buzz. So it's like, if I'm going to waste that much money on alcohol, I don't want to dilute it with water.
Then I think that means you have problems. I do it so I can.
Is that where we draw the line on problems?
I do it so that I can continue the party instead of 1 hour, have 5 shots and be done. I can have 5 shots over 3 hours and then a water in between, and then I'll be okay.
The problem isn't where we're drinking Diablo sauce and wine and thinking it's good, which I did in the video. The problem is there. All right. Number 3 is buy pitchers. If you and your friends each order your own beer, you're wasting money. It's way more economical to get a pitcher. The problem is, in my current weight condition, I'm trying to run. I'm trying to get out there and hit that pavement.
So you only want vodka.
I'm trying to do vodka waters or soda waters. I'm trying to stay away from beers. Take advantage of happy hours. That's your big thing.
Yeah.
That you try to always do.
Always. I mean, every day's happy hour day.
You always do the reverse happy hour thing, which I've never heard about before.
But it's later at night, kind of hard to find. If anyone in the Houston area, or if you're in Portland or Fresno, share it in the chat as well. Any reverse happy hours. So that's later from 8 to 10 p.m. or 9 to 11.
Yeah. So that came in at number 2. And of course, number 1, which we already said, is bring some cash. Yeah. So that's the list. We can all try it. We'll report back in a couple of weeks. Paying our respect segment starts off right now. First, I want to pay respects, by the way. If you're new to the show, is where we take a few minutes to pay respects to whoever. Each other, somebody in the news, somebody in stupid news, your moms. If you got somebody you want to pay respect to, by all means, please put it in the chat right now at pkndk.com. First, I want to pay respects to Jeremy, who always is on point with sending us stuff. Emmanuel Dominguez, he sent in the 2 girls and 1 cockroach we just played a few minutes ago. Jesse Sparza sent in that ghost town. Jake Aspak as well. I probably said that wrong. My apologies, but thank you guys for sending us stuff throughout the week to put online at pkndk.com. If you ever find a fascinating story, something you think we should put online or put our own take with it, please send it to us, PK and DK, on our Facebook page, and that goes right to the website, and then I just kind of mess around with the code a little bit, and post it right up. All right.
Real quick, back to the chat about, because we were just talking about, ways to save money going out. Hangover cures. So drink of alcohol, have a glass of water. That's from Horizon. PK don't want to get any water in his booze. That's from Tony.
Damn right, Tony.
It doesn't dilute your buzz. That's from Horizon. 1 drink an hour is what Christy says. I love happy hour from Larissa. I tend to chase drinks with sodas and it helps but my friends hate it, from Raymond. EM Gomez says that the cash thing really helps sometimes. Her baller friends tend to buy the rest of the drinks. So yeah, that's what you do. You're like, oh, I got first round, don't worry about it. And then continue on, and yeah, you're like, remember I bought first and you bought.
I'll move that over there. I don't want to reach out for. Oh man, I'm empty. Damn it.
I can refill you.
Hey, the other thing is, and we did this a while in Portland, is you bring the flask. So then you just always order Diet Coke.
Yeah, however, that's illegal. You can't bring in alcohol. That's against
why
TABC.
I was sitting on patios. What? You always order the Diet Coke, and then as soon as they go inside, there you go. Why did we stop doing that? We were saving so much money.
I don't think I ever had a flask.
We did in Portland. Remember, we went to.
I think it's because I was underage. Remember, we got married when I was only 22.
There you go.
Yeah, about that.
What can I say? I ride hard, folks. Moving on to paying respects. I'd like to pay respects to myself for being a pimp. Also want to pay respects to a Chinese billionaire who took half of his workforce. He has 12,000 people that work for him. He took half of them, right, to Paris. Nice, fancy hotel. Took him on a shopping spree at Louis Vuitton. They went like private tours of the museum. That dude knows what the F is up.
Mm-hmm.
Respect that guy.
I know. That's super nice.
After 5 years of working where I work, guess what I got this week?
A pen.
A paperweight.
Paperweight.
Guess where it's at?
Trash can.
Trash can. There you go.
Hey, I just hit 5 years too.
Did you get anything?
Guess what I got?
What'd you get?
I got 1 more hour every 2 weeks of PTO.
You didn't even get a paperweight?
I didn't even get a thank you. I think I have a card. It's coming in the mail.
I'll fish it out of the trash can for you. You can take it to work and just at shop.
I didn't even, seriously, I didn't even get a thank you. I was like, hey, do you guys know what today is? No, it's my anniversary, 5 years. Okay.
Why is it so difficult for people to run like businesses where, I think that at some point,
no.
like we watched this new show called Silicon Valley, and they were just addressing this. Like at some point, I think everybody loses what you would want your business to run like. If I ran a business and you guys were all on the payroll or something, we do crazy stuff like that guy. If we did really well one year, we'd go to Paris. We'd really,
I can only say so much about my company. We did in January go to Mexico, and we do get to go to happy hours next weekend.
There you go.
And that's why I keep working.
Give them a round of applause. Lady Colorado showed up drunk to court for a DUI. Got another DUI after leaving during recess to drive to the liquor store. I have to pay respect. I don't agree with any of that. But her dedication to her issue, I cannot deny the respect. Also, a 33-year-old who took his daughter around selling Girl Scout cookies. The problem, they weren't going to ever deliver the cookies. They were just scamming the people. Which, by the way, anytime I see a kid trying to sell me a magazine, keep that shit moving. Get out of my face. I am buying that. It happened when we had the house. They would always knock on the door. The first couple of times, let's pay respect to them because they got me. They got me. They were raising money for the band, raising money for the football, raising money for whatever, and I was cool. I didn't want them to come back and egg my house. Took me about 6 months to a year to learn that your boy is a fool.
Yes, that was hard, going door to door trying to do sales. Yeah. I used to do that. Did you ever do that?
Hell no.
Why not?
What did you sell door to door?
I raised money for charity ones for the Powder Puff football team.
I don't mind if it's a
magazines.
legit. If it's a legit thing, and I can do, but if it's a legit thing that I can confirm it's a legit thing, I ain't got no problems. But I've been scammed so many times that if I see a little bastard coming up to me trying to sell me whatever the hell, keep it moving. Even when I'm walking into like a Kroger and I see the Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, you are really like, no.
No.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
At least I say thank you. Respect. Respect the thank you. And finally, I got to give respects to the senior citizen that, again, we talked about him earlier, did beer runs to raise money, to hire prostitutes, that they busted him, and one of them was hiding under the bed. Dude's in his mid-70s. 70s.
I mean, why not? If that's what you want to do.
All right. So when I turn 70, if you're still around.
No, I definitely will be. I'll be 40.
Oh,
Just
respect to
jokes,
you.
jokes. Here comes the joke.
What's up? You're in the car? Well, plug your phone in and listen live. Get all the details now at www.pkanddk.com. It's the adventures of PK and DK.
Hey, let me go into this. Stop. Let me go into this by saying that I might be a fool, but it worked. So part of me is kind of like hard to deny this, all right? And I want to talk about real quick about the Rockets. Because even this, did I not call it for the last couple of days?
You have.
I've called it.
Yes.
What did I do this morning? Woke you up? Psst, I love you. I'm going to work. Told you so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory for sure.
Are you telling me right now, before you speak the truth, that the Rockets sucked so bad the last 2 games that there's no way that they would have won this 3rd game or 4th game, whatever, so they can go to LA? Like, are you thinking that there's a conspiracy there? There's no way you can lose by like 23 points?
No. I don't think it's an orchestrated.
So I'm about to fight ya.
See, this is what happened at work, and I'm like ignoring people because my theory still
You're
worked.
ignoring you. I mean,
They
an
got
argument.
their ass kicked. So all of a sudden now they won by 20. Where the fuck were you last two games?
They didn't have defense.
They're not gonna win.
They didn't have defense.
Now, if they win in LA,
Yes.
I'm back on board. There's an actual shot of them getting out of the series, right? But so many times I've seen teams that when it came to getting booted out, they win that game somehow. It always happens. And then they go back to the other team's field and they always win. It always happens, which is why I said I called it. It's not like I'm just talking out of my ass now. I called it because it always freaking happens.
You called it, but it could have gone reversing. Like, I was wrong.
No, I would have said I was wrong. I would have sat here and said I was wrong. But it didn't go the other way. So I don't think it's like an orchestrated thing. It's not like some madman genius is sitting there saying, oh, we're going to make money by stretching this out a game. I don't think it's that way at all. I just think somewhere in the back of players' minds, they know that they can beat this team. If it was really, really close the last couple of games, they would have whipped their ass, right? Moved out of the series. But if you know if you beat a team by 20 points a couple of games or whatever, you know you're better. All right, I think just somewhere in the back of their minds,
I don't think that
they were like, let's go a little easy because it would be awesome to win this in LA on our home court.
Yeah, but then
how does that not make sense?
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I think that's stupid because players play to win. People, get all of this money to win. So why would they ever try to risk their chance in losing? Like, why would LA purposely lose? That's what you're saying last night in Houston, to go home and possibly lose the next 2 games.
I didn't say purposely lose. I said they played easy in the hopes that if everybody played easy, not an orchestrated kind of let's sit down and have a chat. But I think that the majority of the big players were like, you know what? We already can take them. We know we can take them. Let's go a little easy here. I'm going to go a little easy. It'd be awesome to win on our home court. That's all I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but I also don't think that players and coaches would agree to lose mindfully. Whatever.
By the way, there's the basketball hoop right there. What do you think? In the chat, www.pkanddk.com. Put your comments in. I'm just curious. Maybe, again, I'm not saying that this is a legit thing. I'm asking, is this the most idiotic thing you've ever heard? Is there some kind of part of it that you're like, maybe I could see that happening? I don't know. All I know is that I called this 2 days ago. Respect me. What are people saying about shots and stuff? What's going on in the chat?
Oh, they were asking, what is this Diablo shot you speak of? And that's from Juice Box. And it's the Taco Bell sauce in a glass of wine.
Oh, the Juice Box. You missed the show, huh?
No, he's right here.
Yeah, but I'm not...
He's been in. He's been in the chat the whole day.
Oh, okay. Well, didn't we just do the thing?
I know. Maybe he took a bathroom break.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not up in his business.
I ain't trying to black out. I'm just, all right. Do you want to... What else are they saying? Anything else?
No.
Now I feel bad that I blacked out on the guy.
Sorry, I'm trying to cover you, but I don't know. You kind of like, nah.
I'm sorry. She got me worked up about this whole basketball thing.
I know,
My apologies.
and I'm waiting for people to say they agree with you, but I haven't seen any agreement
it
yet.
also might be in a lag, or they might think I'm a complete moron. So while they catch up on that.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
No one has ever burned during the Salem witch trials, which I thought was kind of interesting because I thought, didn't they burn the Salem witches?
I don't know.
Which has nothing to do with anything we're talking about, but I found it kind of interesting, so I wanted to bring it up.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
Indiana Jones was originally going to be called Indiana Smith. And another fun fact, she's never seen an Indiana Jones.
Ooh.
Did you know? No. Did you know?
New survey asked, and you're in this business, so maybe you can agree or disagree. New survey asked people what stuff in hotel rooms they never use. Top 3 are the minibar, hangers, specifically the ones designed for the pants, and the phone in the bathroom.
Oh.
What is that?
I was thinking like the ironing board.
Well, we use the ironing board, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But also we use the F or the mini bar. So I don't know if this list
I
really
can agree
pertains
with
to
the
us,
people
you know what I'm
about the mini bar because like all of the snacks are so expensive. You get like a little soda for like $5.
Yeah, that's true. But do you guys ever like? Can you get in trouble for this? And I think we've done it a couple times. You like eat up whatever, and then you just go to the corner store and then you put it back.
Replace it. I mean, it depends because there are places now that have weights, and so if you take anything out of like the fridge, it already knows that you remove that Snickers bar and it counts in weight. But I don't know because at my place of employment, they don't have that quite yet. They just have like baskets. So I don't know.
Okay. John, by the way, said that people in the chat were saying 32 people in the chat, so they wanted you to take a Diablo sauce shot. I don't mind taking the Diablo sauce by itself, but in the wine is what really effed your boy up. But by itself, I'm fine with. Yes, go ahead.
And then on to PK's conspiracy theory about the Rockets winning and the Clippers losing, maybe on purpose.
Yeah.
Jake says, I don't think it has any validity to it. Players don't want to risk injury. And if they win quicker, they get more rest before the next series. Plus, they don't. Plus, they get paid the same amount either way. Ian Gomez says, I could see it happening with the Rockets, but I hope that's not at all the case.
Okay. No,
so
the pay thing makes sense. The pay thing makes sense. I've just seen it so many damn times that I'm just like, well, we shouldn't have really like what the hell happened in the last couple of games if they're so damn good now. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You're dancing. What are you dancing for? You gotta go to the bathroom?
No, I'm reading everything.
Okay,
I'm focused.
Right.
Thanks.
No, you're good. You're handling your business. Before the Ratchet Report, a couple of food hacks that I wanted to bring up. I'm gonna make some videos during the week, and then we'll have them next week. But I had to do this one specifically to rub it in her face because I really handled this, and you didn't believe in me.
No,
I was really pissed about.
I can't wait till you prove your theory once again tonight.
What?
We can make more eggs.
Yeah. You have
Since
to understand.
you took mine today.
I got to tell you the backstory to this. It's like we've been trying for the longest time to make hard-boiled eggs because we've been trying to do this healthy thing. We've been trying for the longest time to make them, right? And we do make them, but like peeling them has been a son of a bitch. So bad that I've always like sat there and just wondering. I'm like, how do these stores and stuff? How do they do it? Because it takes us like, how long did it take us to peel eggs?
I mean, the first few batches, like 5 minutes, and then like half the egg would be like falling apart, and then shells would be everywhere. Shells would be in the egg. Like it was a mess.
So you put a push pin in the egg, right? And it relieves the pressure when you're hard boiling them. Yeah, motherfucker. And then you boil it for 10 minutes.
Right. These are Snapchats we sent to our friends, by the way, right? And 10 minutes later, the crap.
What is?
When I'm right and you're wrong, you're like, oh, this is stupid. You're wrong again.
Asshole.
Now, you didn't send me the actual one, or I didn't get it. I got you, but it doesn't matter now. I'll make like an actual instructional video.
Yeah.
But this crap works. So if you're trying to make hard-boiled eggs at some point this week, you
have
to do this. You take a push pin, and in the big part of the
like a thumbtack.
A thumbtack too? Yeah, I stole a bunch from work too. Dirty ones.
Right.
Found some on the floor.
I love
Probably been stepped on for months. Brought them home, please believe. You put it in the flatter part of the pointy of the egg, you know, because there's the pointy part and then the round part.
The bottom.
You stick it there, right? And then you boil it for
10 minutes.
10 minutes, and then You pour out the hot water and you put in cold water and you let it sit for like another 5 minutes?
No, you forgot a step.
What was the step that I forgot?
You boil it for 10.
Shit.
You put the lid on for 5. You take it off, dump it out, put cold water on for 5, and then you dump out the cold water and then you just shake it. And
in the pan,
peels.
right? And dude, the shells just like come right off. And I don't know, a bunch of people are probably like, this is stupid, and we knew that for years. But,
yeah, we have
But to me, it's been a game changer.
Racer says, life hack, small hole on top and bottom of egg, then blow in one whole egg and it will come out clean.
Wait, what? When do you blow it in the hole?
I don't know. That sounds kind of dirty. I don't know if I want to repeat it.
Wait, say that again, bro. Put it in there. Like, do you,
he said life hack, small hole on top and bottom of egg, then blow in one whole egg will come out clean.
Okay, so then you boil it, and then it comes out clean? Because mine came out pretty clean, too.
boil it. Oh,
and then boil it.
It says
okay.
blow. I got confused.
The other thing, real quick, that I saw online, and I'm like, no way this works, and it's been like a game changer again. If you're ever peeling like little cuties, the tangerines or whatever. What?
Yes, the tangerines. Correct.
You just cut like a little slice in the very top of it, and a little slice at the bottom, right? And then a little. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the video. I'm not really sure how to explain this right.
So if you have an orange, you cut the top of the orange, you cut the bottom of the orange, and then you do like one slit, and then you can like
unfold the whole thing, and it's the best thing ever. And I've been way too excited because I've been showing everybody at work this, and they're like, "Yeah, whatever, dude. We don't eat those." And I'm like, well, F you, because it's the easiest thing ever. So I've started to, anyway. Ratchet Report, you want to get to that?
Let's
By the way,
do it.
if you guys have any good ones, send them my way, PK and DK at Comcast.net, because I want to make some videos to put online to help other people. So if you do have one that you're just like, yes, why did it take me so? Oh, the other one is take the clear plastic wrap and you put it on top of your ice cream before you put in the lid.
Yeah.
You smooth it down so the air doesn't get to it and it doesn't get like freezer burned.
Yeah, the little icicles.
Yeah.
We don't have ice cream allowed in our freezer, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. But it does work if you have ice cream. Try that. All right. 1, 2, 3.
If you're ratchet and you know it, and your face will really show it. If you're ratchet and you know it, clap your hand.
Ratchet Report starts right now. I didn't know if I should put this guy in the Ratchet Report because he got busted on surveillance having sex with the Porsche Boxster.
That's gross.
But I looked at the Porsche Boxster and I'm like,
oh, ew, too much.
There you go.
Sexy car. New Jersey making the Ratchet Report. The party girl there had twins and they went to court for child support. It ended up that one of the twins was all boys. The other twin was a different guy's because he banged 2 dudes in a row. So Ratchet, I was going to put her in the pay the respect segment for being able to like turn that around that quick.
I didn't know that was
But Ratchet, I didn't know that could happen.
Possible.
The other dude, I talked about it earlier, making $1,000 a month, writing adult stories, selling them on Amazon. Some of his stuff is called Taken by Tetris Blocks and Invaded by the iWatch. It's about women and technology. Getting dirty with technology. And there's people buying these things to where, who is spending money to buy a book called Invaded by the iWatch?
Yeah.
How is that sexy to anybody?
Unless you're
I guess
into your iWatch, I have no idea.
Taken by the Tetris block.
It doesn't. It sounds. It's like
What is that sound?
a geeky laugh.
Why is it a kiki laugh?
Geeky.
Who's geeky?
Like a geek.
Oh. For a minute, I thought those were the Tetris blocks coming down.
God.
All right, let's move on from there. I was going to put you in the Ratchet Report, but
Thanks.
I forgot to bring in the picture, so I can't put it in. But
Perfect. Keep it moving then.
No, now I'm going to talk about it. One of my ex's sisters put up a Throwback Thursday picture of the ex of mine. Right, the ex of me. And that for the entire week, this chick has been
I have it on my
sending
phone
it
still.
in the chat.
Would you like me to pull it up?
Yeah, see, why do you have it on your phone?
Why wouldn't I?
See, ratchet ass bitch right now. Why do you have it on your phone? It doesn't need to be on the phone.
I have a lot of different things on my phone.
Yeah, but you don't need to. I don't have a picture of you and your ex on my phone.
That's because there's not any posted.
And you have to understand, I'm not wrong in this. And there's nobody that can think that I'm wrong in this. If you're in the chat and you think I'm wrong, go ahead and put it in this. I didn't post the picture. I didn't respond to the picture, right? My sister's ex posted the picture. So So I didn't even know it was on. Oh, Jesus.
That's what I love. Throwback Thursday. Look at those tips. Justin called. He wants his hair back. Moving on.
There you go.
All right, yeah, let's move on. Do you want to talk about? As we got to start wrapping things up. It's been a minute. Do you want to talk about Tony? Tony.
Yeah, we had our buddy Extra Tony come out. It was his first time to Houston. We all got to hang out together. He didn't get off work till midnight.
He knew me when I had NSYNC hair, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Tony worked with me. I don't know, about 5 years ago for a good 10 years, but 5 years ago, and in Portland. And old boy had to work a boxing event here. He works for just does video stuff. He had 6 hours in town. And I even talked to him because I was going to have him come on the show tonight. And he said, yeah, I'm going to have to listen to catch up because I don't even know what happened. And maybe you could fill me in.
Oh, no.
But he's working in D.C. today, so he couldn't be on the show. We'll have to try to get him on in a couple of weeks when he's got some time. And he even wanted to come in here and record some stuff, but we were so,
Yeah.
Here's what happened with our buddy Tony, though. He worked till midnight. So then we got to hang out with him midnight to like 2 o'clock. The bars closed, and then we went over to Ivan's to have some drinks. But I knew the entire time that he had to get to the airport, and it's not like he was going to Bush. So I stopped drinking after the bar. I just started, drinking a little bit of water and just kind of hanging out. I think at one point I was even like on the couch. Did I even take a nap?
I'm not quite sure.
Because everybody was drinking and stuff, and the entire time I was thinking to myself, and I'm the most irresponsible guy on the planet. But the entire time I couldn't help but think to myself, this guy has like an 8 a.m. flight. There's no way he's going to get to Bush. Like, how's he going to get there?
Because he had his rental car.
Yeah, he had his rental car, and then he's got to get the car back. And I'm like, nobody's caring right now. Everybody wants to pour shots, and they should.
And we did. For all you guys that are in the chat that know our little Kiki soundbite, this is Tony right here.
It's way too cute, though. He wanted to stay up and kind of play around and mess around or whatever.
Shut up, Kiki!
And
he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
And that happened when we were,
But I do have to share the story.
PK's best men.
So I stopped drinking because I knew somebody had to take him to the airport, and I haven't pulled an all-nighter. I mean, for like it's been a minute. Like, what up? Usually pull all-nighters now because let's face it, your boy's 37, right? It's not as easy back when I was 22 and people would show up at the radio station at 4 a.m. before we got on the air with like bottles of Jack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so now, y'all mean? So now when I pull all-nighters, I have to follow up the next day with drinking, and we just have to keep it going until the vacation's over, and then you have like a 3-day, just like 3 days of hell of where you're just close to death, right? But I can't nowadays just do an all-nighter and then bounce back the next day. So anyway, what I'm going with all this is after Tony, after everybody was drunk, right, I'm in this like funk because I haven't been drinking. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh my God, I got to drive 45 minutes to the airport. So, because he had to get there, he's got a family. It's not like.
Oh no, you took pictures.
Oh, I've been showing that all night.
Honey, I haven't seen that picture.
I haven't, there's some other ones, but I chose to, and this isn't a bad picture. He's just sleeping on the bus. So we returned, I drove him out there, dropped off the car, gave him the receipt because he loves receipts. And then we had to take the shuttle from the rental car place to the airport to get him on the thing. And my favorite probably Tony story of like now all time, this story takes the cake. It was awesome. So we're on this bus. There's not a lot of people on the bus, and the shuttle, the airport shuttle, you know what it's like. You put your suitcases on the shelves and you're sitting there.
Down. Yeah.
And when you're done, you grab your suitcases and you're off on your business. So Tony gets his backpack, right? And the other bag was a rolling suitcase. So I'm like, all right, he's not grabbing the rolling suitcase. So I grab the rolling suitcase. So we go out the front door of the bus, and on the way out, oh boy, Tony grabs the bus driver's bag. A black bag, like, think of it like a laptop bag, bigger, filled with stuff, right? So he walks out of the bus with the bus driver's bag. Now, the bus driver's on the side door, so he didn't see him.
He's like unloading everyone's luggage.
Yeah, so he didn't see that Tony had his bag. So Tony walks out. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Before I could even say that, Tony's off the bus, so I'll grab his suitcase and get off the bus. I catch up to him like, Tony, your suitcase. And he looks at what he's carrying. He's like, oh, yeah. So he goes, at this point, the bus driver's staring at him, right? At this point, the bus driver's picked up on the fact that Tony had walked off the bus with his bag. So Tony's in the state of funk, and he goes back on the bus, puts the bag down, and then walks out like nothing has happened as the bus driver is about a foot away from him with his mouth wide open like, what the fuck are you doing? It was the funniest thing I have ever been a witness of. So I even smoothed things over. I was like, he's really, really tired. This is his bag right here. So the bus driver is cool after that. The funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, poor guy.
So then we go into the airport. I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, I can't get past the gate. There's no way this guy's making it on this plane. It's impossible for this guy to make the flight, to find the gate, to make the flight. Not going to happen. So we're in the baggage area. He gets in the elevator. I say goodbye, and he goes up because I can't go up anyway, you know?
Yeah.
Elevator's door closed. At this point, I've been up for like 27, 8, 9 hours. I've been drinking. So I'm sitting there, and it's so early that there's nobody in baggage claim. I'm sitting there like, what the F am I supposed to do now? Oh, God. There's no cabs. There's no rides. There's nothing. I'm just in this baggage claim, right?
Alone.
Yeah.
No ride.
Luckily enough, I was able to call Uber on my phone, and they came up. So respect to some Uber. There you go. I got to say, that was the quickest 45-minute Uber ride ever, because the minute I got in the cab, I gave him the address. I passed the F out, woke up. The apartment building was staring at me in my face. That's just how I should do all my road trips, because it literally was like I time traveled or something. Teleported. It was 1 minute, I'm 45 minutes away. The next minute, bam, here I am. Somehow Tony made his flight. I have no idea how he made his flight.
Have you spoken with him since?
I spoke to him when he landed that day. Surprisingly, he was like still talking and stuff, and somehow again he made his flight. Don't know. I wouldn't have made my flight.
Tony is amazing when it comes to drinks. Going back real fast to probably, maybe 7 years ago when you and I got engaged. We you can share the story. PK had like a best man challenge. And it was like a few different guys that a part of the show and our friends, and it was basically who's going to be the best man in the wedding. And we did like a lot of different tasks. So we had those big candied like rings that you had to get like to hold those all night and get through the entire night with all these different obstacles, like doing shots, calling your mom. Like I can't even remember all the things you made him do. And he was one that won.
Yeah, no, he was. And that's where the Kiki audio is from, because and I'm sorry, I was reading the text messages, but you were telling him about how we wanted to get him the most drunk and find out who can keep it together?
Yeah, because we figured that, we were going to go on a 7-day cruise. We're going to start in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The following day was the day we were going to get married. And so we knew everybody was going to be drinking on, that night, getting on the cruise ship, being drunk, being hungover on Monday. We already knew that. Like, we're smart. We knew that was going to happen. So we decided to have a little test to see who could keep it together.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was, I'm glad I wasn't part of that test, because we got these people faded. 151 shots, blasted out of their minds.
They all did it on their own will.
Blasted out of their minds.
Making them do anything.
Oh, whatever. And then, because I said, look, if you want to be my best man, you're going to have to get trashed, and you got to have to do something serious to make sure you can handle yourself. Now, when I say serious, obviously not to put anybody in danger, not driving or anything. Make important phone calls. Talk to your mom.
Your mother.
Talk to your kids. Talk to your grandma. You got to
call your wife.
Call your wife
girl.
or whatever, right? So these guys got trashed and then had to make actual phone calls, which is what he was doing right here.
It's way too cute, though. He wanted to say.
He's talking to his mom right here after
about
4 shots of 151.
It's way too cute, though. He wanted to stay up and kind of play around and mess around or whatever. Shut up, Kiki!
But yeah, he's back to what you were saying, man.
Kiki was quiet.
He can handle it, and
he
then
sure
Kiki shut the F up. Where is Kiki, by the way?
Kiki's she's had enough of us. She had a few little shots today. She got all of her immunizations.
We took her to that Petco.
PetSmart, yeah.
Kiki high. Oh, is it PetSmart?
Yes, correct.
Oh, no kidding. They always look at me funny.
Yeah. You're like, Petco, and where the pets go? And then they're like PetSmart.
We'll try to get Tony on to get his perspective on the night, but it was awesome to see him. We hope he comes back.
Yeah,
and like I said,
even though it was so short.
It was fun though. It was fun. All right, moving on real quick, because again we got to start wrapping crap up. We've been going on now for a while, and I haven't even gotten to the WTF segments and everything out. I wanted to share the Southwest thing because I'm running today. And I see this biker gang from Southwest Airlines, and they were just handing stuff out, which I thought was really cool. Southwest Airlines is the business.
They are really good.
I got you some stuff because they wouldn't give me 2 of everything.
Okay.
I always said, but it's kind of cool because I never win stuff. So I'm on the other end of it where I'm like, fine, you won, and they're like, yeah, I just want a car. And I'm like, go F yourself. I want that car. I'm so sick and tired of not being able to win dick.
And
You're getting Jeeps. Last lady got $2,000. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out how to pay my bar bill from the last night. So it's cool to win something every once in a while. So I did want to say big thanks to them for that. Also, am I a jerk? You got to hear me out on this before you start putting it in the chat if I'm a jerk. And by the way, before I even explain this light, will you catch everybody up in the chat? What's happening there?
Oh, in the chat.
I don't want to disrespect the people in the chat. You know why? Because the people must be heard.
Yes, but they're just referring back to if it's better to start the live stream right at 7 when we start, or if they can join it live. So, like watching on
Can you not just join it live right away?
Well, I guess it apparently has a little bit of a lag. That's what people are saying. I watched it on YouTube to avoid the lag.
Oh, I did not know that. If you start
the show at 7, you can't log off or anything. To avoid the lag took me a few months to figure out.
You can't just reload the page?
I don't know.
I don't know because we can't watch it live because we're in here. If that's the case, my apologies. And what does fix that? If you just go straight to YouTube, does that fix it?
Apparently so.
So that's good for everybody to know. And that's good for me to know because I had no idea.
I didn't know. Yeah, we can try to figure out why that.
I don't know how we can because we're in here, but that's good to know. So thank you guys. Good looking out. And again, I apologize to oh boy, I was going off earlier, which probably was that the problem?
Yeah, they're like, it's not my fault. It's just a little lag.
I said my bad. Sorry, dude. That's my bad. All right, the blue light. You guys got to tell me if I'm a jerk about this real quick, as we just got to fly throughout these topics right now because. Yeah, we're getting late.
Okay, go.
So the city of Houston, and I feel real bad because
God.
I'm like, this is a first world problem.
That's
what it really is.
Yes.
It started, the gag started being white people problems, but it really isn't. It's first world problems.
Correct.
There's a lot of people that are,
A lot of different people. First world problems.
But I always hate having to complain about stuff like this because it's funny. It's kind of, but at the same time, you're like, these motherfuckers installed a spotlight right into our living room,
right?
And it's right into our bedroom. So it hasn't bothered me that much. It's just more entertaining than anything, right? So I even said something to the concierge, joking around.
And we were kind of kidding, like, look what's now in our living room. It's a blue light. We don't even need to turn our lights on anymore.
Yeah, so we're kidding, and I didn't realize that she didn't think we were kidding because other people complained. So the next thing I know, she's like, call this person and just tell them that the light is really, really bright. And I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm like, okay, I'll call this person. I call this person, right? And she's pissed. Oh, she's giving me the business on the phone, right? And I'm being very apologetic. I even told her, I was like, look, I know this is stupid. I'm really sorry. She told me to call. It is kind of bright, but it's no big deal. She was like, I'll talk to him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, it's no big deal. So I'll talk to the contractors. Maybe they can move it down. It's fine. Your building is complaining. I'm like, okay. That's fine. We'll move the memorial light. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's a memorial light.
It's a police officer. It's the police officer memorial.
And I've got friends that are cops. I feel bad.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, no. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's really not that big. No. Thank you for calling. Click. Oh.
Yeah. You're like, oh man. I mean, yes, it's bright. Yes, it's.
Well, I didn't know it was for that.
If
it's for any kind of memorial, I wouldn't have complained.
But shouldn't the memorial be straight up and down? I mean,
and you have to understand this is downtown where it's like just like it could be pointed down the light, and but it's not. But again, it's not that big of a freaking deal.
It's really
it's just
not.
That can somebody let a homie know what was going on? Did the front desk people not know?
No, I don't think so. It's really not that big of a deal.
Ass and cabbage.
That's why I don't think that we're insensitive, because we're like, no, it's really not that big of a deal. For the other jackasses that
there's
really
people in the building that are jackasses.
There are a lot of people who are like, no. And we're like,
I'm a jackass by association.
So
I got bunched into that, and you're to blame too, because you're the one. Call the lady.
Well, I didn't know what it was.
You were like, tell the lady it's a Kmart blue light special. Tell her we shopping. Tell her. What else did you say?
We
you
look
said
like Smurfs in the dark.
We look like Smurfs in the building, and you've been complaining about it more than I have.
I didn't know what it was.
So here comes the little innocent PK saying, I'm really, really sorry, but it's kind of pointed in our...
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little much to point inside of people's homes, that's all.
Jerk or not? Jerk or There is
Jack or no?
Or jackass.
Yeah, I was like, Jack, who's that?
Jerk, meaning that, like, yeah, we didn't really mean to it, but we're still jerks. Jackasses, well, that, by definition, you're just a jackass.
Ooh. Did you know? No.
What's with you're not doing your oohs? What's going on with that?
Ooh. Did you know? No.
I don't think I'm feeling that.
I was reading in the text.
Ooh. Did you know? No. Did you know?
Believe it or not, the average lady says she looks the best Monday mornings, 10:06 a.m.
Nobody does. Everyone hates Mondays.
I knew you were going to say that. It's because the weekend recharges you.
No, it doesn't.
I knew you were going to say that as well.
I get so hungover that Mondays I'm like, oh.
And you put a little extra effort into your appearance to start the week. So that's when you're supposed to look the best. I knew it. It also says that the average, I know exactly what you're going to say here, that the average lady goes on to say she feels the worst or looks the worst at 4:05 p.m. on a Thursday.
Why looks the worst? I'd be happy. Like, thank God it's almost Friday.
I knew you were going to say that as well. I knew you were going to say that as well.
The only problem is, yes, when you work
there you go.
6 days a week, you're excited for Friday, and then you're like, it's technically not my Friday.
I had to move our Monday morning meetings, man, because the meetings would happen like at 11 a.m. and I was so hungover and just like Mondays would not be a good day for me anyway. So he's picking apart the Monday shows. I'm like, man, is this party rock? It's Sunday, Sunday fun day. Can we please push this meeting to a Tuesday?
Yes.
Tuesday, your boy is back.
Tuesday's the new Friday, biatch.
Monday.
Yeah. Everyone dreads
Now
Mondays.
it's time. What the? A look at today's most bizarre moments in the world of news. What the starts now. What the
If you've ever been robbed, I'd love to talk to you at some point on the show. Maybe get you on here, tell us your story. Subway is installing, by the way, I just hit the off button by accident there, but Subway is installing like this insane security system where they spray you with synthetic DNA on the way out that you can't wash off for 7 days if you rob the place, so the police can just take a black light on your ass. I didn't realize it was that gully at Subway.
I didn't either.
I didn't realize people are, you know.
I thought it would be more at the washateria or like the dollar store.
Well, how about a mother effing bank?
Well,
let's start with there. If a bank was doing this, I'd be like, I get it.
If you're in Houston, all the washaterias and the dollar.
These savages ain't robbing Subways that way.
No, the Family Dollar's where they go.
Yeah, but that's not how they rob. That's not how they get them. You know, they steal a car, smash right into the front door at 2 a.m., chain up that ATM, and go about their business.
That is true.
There you go. Come on now. I thought you've lived long enough in Houston to know the MO.
MO, what's that mean?
Mode of operations, I believe.
Really?
I could be completely wrong on that.
Oh.
Favorite story of the year in the WTF segment. Some genius in New York tried to hide its luggage and try to hide with the luggage in a Greyhound. Got busted because he lit up a smoke. After he successfully got in there, the bus left New York. He was going to Virginia. He had to smoke. That smoke started a fire underneath the bus. So he's now in jail. What are you doing, man? You really couldn't hold off? You made it on the bus. You have a free ticket, which I don't even know how that even works. When you get to Virginia, don't they open up the door?
I mean, you just pop out like a little Jack in the Box.
Are you ready to run?
I'm here.
Yeah. Are you ready to run at that point?
Or you just roll out and pretend like you're getting out of the bags, like you're there, like eager to help. I don't know.
But to blow that with having the smoke in the middle of it, that's just, what are you doing? Yeah, what's up?
Oh, back to the Subway. Give me all the lettuce. From Tony or Larissa. Rob is Subway serious. I want all the dough. From Larissa.
That's why I love you guys in the chat.
Larissa wants that cheddar both of those? From Horizon.
You want the cheddar?
Modus operandi is the tech term, but yeah, PK got it.
I'm so
fork
pissed.
it over from Larissa.
Oh. Okay, now you're making me feel real stupid because I could have used any of those in
all of them
on my Twitter feed for like little quick jokes. I can't believe I missed all of those. Give me your cheddar. Saddest lady ever is a chick in Australia. 136 Harmony dates she's been on, not a second date. At what point? Well, I'd say, like, have you ever never had a second date? Not by choice?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
Oh,
I've turned people down.
I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty.
How about you? Honey, have you ever not had a second date?
Let's move on now.
Oh, where's this so sad story? Oh.
I don't have a sad story.
I know.
That's definitely not the sad story sound.
Oh.
Hey. And
anyway.
Well, I don't have to be a stupid bitch. Kicking me while I'm down right now.
Yeah.
Is what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
What? The guys that robbed the burger place been arrested after cops followed a macaroni salad trail back to the front door.
I love
Can't hate on those guys.
But that's not.
I'm not a big fan of the macaroni salad, though. Are you?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Fat girl. Oh, my God, yeah.
I mean,
I love macaroni.
Macaroni salad is by far my favorite condiment for like a cookout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says the guy with the belly hanging on over his crotch area.
It's all right. That's why I got tights on.
No, I'm saying you look good. I'm the guy that's got to get in shape. Let's go back in the day.
And now it's time for DK's Today, Back in the Day.
This is what I'm excited about. My boy, Cam Newton, 26, the Carolina Panthers quarterback. He was the number 1 pick in 2010 NFL draft. He played quarterback for 1 season at Auburn. And then, hey, where'd the rest of him go?
What do you mean, where did the rest of him go?
I mean, don't you have more about Cam Newton? I could write a whole paragraph.
Well, he's your boy.
He was like on top. He's like the cover of GQ magazine. He might have 3 or 4 baby mom. No, I'm just saying that's Dwight Howard. Anyway,
is that your go-to? Like, if I died, or if you just said, "Hey, do you want to just leave your husband and hang out with me?" Would that be your go-to?
No.
Cam Newton wouldn't be. Who would? Oh, all right.
No, of course not, honey.
No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that.
There's.
I got my go-tos. It's definitely not Lena Dunham, who's turning 29, but I got my go-tos.
Yeah.
Go on.
We got Adriana Partridge is 30, the chick from the hills.
Who's better? Sorry, going back to that. Than Cam Newton in your book, Cam or Luda?
Cam.
All right, Cam or who was the running back for the 49ers? Went to the Dolphins.
LaMichael.
Or LaMichael.
Cam.
Damn.
I know it's awful because I'm such a big Oregon fan. I do like Marcus Mariota, but not quite the same as
Cam or Winston?
Looks-wise, Cam.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of any other
Can somebody in the chat?
African-American athletes. There's.
He doesn't have to be an athlete though. He could be anything. Like Luda is not an athlete.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who else would
Flo Rida?
Throw some names in the chat.
JJ
right?
Watt. I would pick JJ over Cam.
Really?
Yeah, and Justin Timberlake.
I am disappointed in you.
JT over CN.
Okay. JT.
But you do have your DH. I don't know. They're kind of equal.
Who's that?
Dwight Howard.
No way. You got to go Cam before. Cam before Dwight.
Wait. Why? I do hear that Dwight has a few baby mamas. So.
I don't know. I think because Cam is maybe younger. Yeah.
How
I don't know.
Dwight? I don't know.
Don't put me in that category. If we're talking about ladies, I'd be more than free to have an opinion. But I don't know if I feel comfortable about.
Or Taylor. I mean, I don't know.
Taylor coming out with a bad girl video. I cannot wait. I've got my penis ready.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. All right. Cam or Usher?
Cam.
There
you go.
Ray Rice, Christy.
Ray Rice.
There you go.
That's from, who said it first, Christy?
Yeah.
Smee said the Dwight. You got to give him his credit.
Yeah, he knows me.
DK likes the black man, LOL from John. Let's see, Cam Newton or JJ Watt? You answered that. You said JJ on that?
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
DK would beat Jay Rice's ass. That's.
All right.
Cam or D Rose?
Cam. D Rose is cute though, but no.
Keep putting them in the chat. We'll come back. Who else is having a back in the day birthday?
Oh, so we also have.
By the way, these are birthdays from this week, so not necessarily today.
Andrew WK is 36. Picture Kid Rock somehow finding a way. I don't know.
To look dirtier.
I don't know
He's dirty.
Who's that?
You know who Kid Rock is?
No, I know Kid Rock.
Andrew WK. When it's time to party, we will party hard. Never mind. Keep it going.
Okay. Jason Biggs is 37. You know, he's the one that put his wawa in the pie. Enrique Iglesias is 40. PK's favorite mattress actress is
Lisa Ann. She's 43. Played Sarah Palin in Who's Nailin' Palin. Also starred in 520 other fine films, including Deep Thrustin', Boob Watch, Ball in the Family, Horror of the Worlds, and E3, The Extra Testicle.
That's disgusting. Ghostface Killa is 45. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Eagle Eye Cherry's 46.
They did that song. I actually liked Eagle Eye Cherry song.
But
Save tonight.
I do know that song, but is Eagle Eye Cherry, that's just one person or a band? I don't know that
no
part.
idea.
All right. Tony Hawk is 47, the greatest skateboarder in video game history. And I will tell you, when I was younger, my brother and I used to play Nintendo 64. I would love to play that game. I love Tony Hawk. Tracy Lords is 47, one of the few people ever to make the transition from whore to actual actress. Go ahead.
It doesn't say whore.
Yes,
it says
it
mattress
does.
actress to actual actress. And she was in Zach and Mary Make a Porno. Yeah. Never saw that, so I hope it is Mary and not something else.
Mary, yeah.
All right, what else?
Stephen Colbert is 51. Dennis Rodman, 54.
Remember when we ran into Dennis Rodman?
He looked hella old. He looked like he's 70.
All right, for you and the ladies, I got you a male porn star. Jerry Butler's 56. Please, go on.
He starred in over 500 adult films, including Ali Booby, The 40 Ds, When Larry Ate Sally. He retired in 1993 and became a school bus driver. That's wonderful. Hi, kids. Here's Uncle Jerry.
Hey, Cam or Kendrick Lamar from Juicebox? Ooh, that's good, Juice.
That one is good.
That's good.
I still pick Cam.
You might have got it. Really?
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
All right. LL is probably too old for you, right?
I danced on stage once with him.
Okay,
but
that's right.
Still
that's
is
right.
too old, yeah.
But he's, yeah.
Because I was like 15.
Also,
that's what I was doing when I was 14, 15. I was curious. Like, I had an event with all of the, what?
Hold the effing on.
What?
You at 14 or 15 were dancing all up on LL Cool J?
Okay, no, what had happened was I went to, this is back in Portland, the Last Chance Summer Dance. You remember that station that you hated? I went to one of their concerts. I think I was like 15. And yeah, LL was on the stage and I was trying to leave and I happened to get pulled up on stage. And then I danced and yeah, I think I was like 15.
Oh, wow.
I've already shared this story. This is not new news.
LL got game.
This is not new news.
There you go.
The only thing I got.
I've had a couple of chances to meet LL. He is really one of the coolest guys ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about this whole 15-year-old thing, but hey.
No, not like that. Not like that.
I know. We kid, we joke. That's what the show's about. Cam or Ryan Gosling?
Cam.
Really? Idris Elba, which I actually do think he's awesome.
Yeah.
But I think I already know he's going to be a little too old for DK or Cam. You know who he is? He's Luther. By the way,
I do like
if
Luther.
You haven't seen,
Idris.
Yeah. Idris, that's how you say it. If you haven't seen Luther, look that shit up. And you do that ASAP. That's how one of the best shows ever done. Keep talking over me. It came out on the BBC. It's a great show. Great show. I think it's more of a dude show, but a great show, and he's awesome in it. Yeah, go ahead.
I was thinking about Power.
I cannot believe that Cam hasn't been dethroned. What?
Power.
Oh, that's not... What?
The
Racist.
guy on Power.
Wow.
What does that mean?
Wow.
I think he's attractive.
Wow.
No?
Yeah, but he's not Idris, right?
Well, he's more attractive than that.
Okay, I just want to...
Omari Hardwick.
Yeah, Power's another really good show.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of great shows on TV right now.
I
Power
think he's
is
attractive.
on Stars. Watch that stuff if you need
Yeah, because then they show everything.
I wonder if I could just give them my Comcast password and then you could just watch it that way. And so we can all save some money. Somebody else can give me their Dish Network password, then we can have it all.
Then we can watch like the Pac-12 network anytime we want.
And we're coming up with like an idea on the fly. All right, back in the day continues in 1639. Cardinal Richelieu, or whatever, I don't know how to say his name, from France invented the table knife. Until then, people were using daggers.
Damn, that's so aggressive.
Isn't that? He's also the villain in the Three Musketeers. He's the guy that, I don't know, were they real? That's what it said in the thing that I looked up, whatever. 1718, you got to give it up to New Orleans. New Orleans. I hate it when I say New Orleans.
Yeah,
freaking like the people that say Oregon. New Orleans was founded. Slap me. New Orleans, god damn it. This was...
Willamette River.
I don't even really like a lot of the history stuff, but this crap blew my mind. I don't believe in it, but it's still fascinating. An Indian, savages. Chief cursed the Great White Father for violating Indian treaties, and that started a presidential curse that in every 20 years, the president would die. So they probably laughed for a little while, right?
Yeah.
And then in 1840, William Henry Harrison died of pneumonia. 30 days after he was inaugurated. 1860, Abraham Lincoln died. 1880, James Garfield died. 1900, William McKinley died. 1920, Warren G. Harding died. 1940, Franklin D. Roosevelt died. And finally, 1960, they're saying John F. Kennedy's wife somehow broke the curse. And there was an assassination attempt on him. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
That should have F with your mind.
I think we need to pull our tape from 52 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, this is back in the day because that's what happens. Every year we're going to have the same shit.
I know, but I felt like I was like, oh my God, this is deja vu. I'm like, oh my God, no, this is real life because we talked about this 1 year ago.
Real life, everybody. Moving on to 1960, birth control pill was invented. Thank the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah. But you don't use that, though. You use the NuvaRing?
The ring, yeah.
Are you happy with the NuvaRing?
I am.
I heard you can get blood clots on
Well,
it.
that's wonderful. I think that there's a lot of things that can cause harm to any of your parts of the body.
But it's still, as long as there's no babies.
There you go.
Kind of have to take the good with the bad. Has anybody dethroned Cam yet?
No.
In fact, I think people gave up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think people gave up. Wow.
Let me Google it. Who is hotter than Cam Newton?
Has anybody ever Googled that? Let me finish back in the day. The first, let's see, 1977, we were listening to Hotel California by the Eagles. It's a classic song. Come on now. 84, Your Jam, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. 85, My Jam, Rhythm of the Night. 1985, we were listening to I Want to Know What Love Is.
I don't know.
What you do? How do you not know that song?
I don't know. I just don't.
92, En Vogue, we were listening to Free Your Mind. The rest will follow. 93, we were listening to, I'm just trying to see when you're going to catch up here. 93, we were listening to Dre's Chronic and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Nothing but a G thing.
Baby.
These drive you
crazy.
94, you're listening to Ace of Base, All That She Wants.
All That She Wants.
Okay, all right, so we got you now.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Dave,
I'm caught up.
Dave Matthews Band, Ants Marching.
Remind me.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know.
Oh.
I went to it once and like everybody was smoking weed, so I'm like, cool show. 98, Timberland and Magoo.
Yeah.
Love to love ya.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No, that's not quite it.
Yeah, you gotta go. Ooh, love to love ya.
Love ya.
Genuine, hell yeah. Genuine. Hell yeah.
Come on,
2003.
get it straight. Yeah.
All right. What did Horizon ask? Because Tony was saying in the chat he's got the killer question. So I'm just wondering if we missed anything there.
Cam or PK?
Oh, God. Come on now.
Of course.
Cam. Oh, yeah. This is, we need a lie detector. I want to hook her ass up to a lie detector. Are you? Oh, all right. You're making me hard. All right.
Oh, yeah, and Kiki's yelling.
Making things inappropriate.
Kiki's uncomfortable. We gotta go, guys.
There you go.
Don't forget.
PK and DK's point counterpoint.
How many people just threw up when I said that? I'm just curious.
Ew. I think that we lost like all of our listeners.
Everybody was like, get me off this goddamn show.
Everybody.
Point counterpoint at some point throughout the week. Please go to pkndk.com. Maybe you're watching the show later on or podcasting, and we appreciate every single view we get. So I don't care if you're watching it tomorrow, later on tonight, or whatever. We thank you, and please vote on our point counterpoint, which is on it's our first like parental fight, even though we don't even have kids, but we were arguing about this teacher that used Tesla coil to write I love you mom on these kids' arms. I said no big deal because that's what everybody online said. DK said that's crazy. You can vote online right now, pkndk.com.
PK and DK's point counterpoint.
Who do y'all think the winner is?
Vote on our Facebook page, facebook.com/PK and DK. And online now at www.pkanddk.com.
You know what? I think Juicebox 20 got it.
What?
Cam Newton or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Oh, no.
Cristiano by far. Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
Really?
And Steven Gerrard. Yeah.
Steven Gerrard?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's old now.
He's
gonna be playing for Orlando.
Younger than you, honey.
Well, yeah, not like Cristiano Ronaldo, though. I mean, like.
How old is he?
So you use a gold digger. She take the money.
I'm just saying, I love all people.
Yeah. But Cristiano finally dethroned.
Yeah.
So
Cam
maybe
Newton.
next week everybody can brainstorm from the week. I'm wondering if anybody can knock him off. What about Jeff said Cam or your old crush Brandon Roy?
I mean, Brandon Roy's only because I was just trying to get under PK's skin. I don't think he was like the hottest thing ever, but.
Christy said your mom
Cam.
just left the chat.
Yeah.
LOL.
Oh, no. Oh, God. And my grandma usually watches at this time, too.
Oh,
Great. Hi, Grandma.
Jake said, of course, he picks PK when she's sitting next to him. Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner.
From Juice. Big shout outs to Power Talk Radio. Thank you, guys. Or thank you, my dude. And thanks for sending in that picture for the intro. Anybody that hasn't sent in that picture, please do.
Send it to PK and DK at Comcast.net or throw it up on our Facebook page or on Twitter, PK and DK.
On Twitter.
Twitter.
But we'd appreciate to put the people that like really participate on the show and join us in the chat and even watch it later. If you're not in the chat, that's fine. If you listen to it every week, whether it's on our app or through iTunes or through Spreaker, or you watch the later broadcasts on YouTube or replay it back, man, you're part of the show. And ladies, you're part of the show. So I'd love to include you in our intro that we're working on. And you can just send us a screen grab. If you'd like to send us a quick little video, that works as well. Like 5 to 10, probably like around 5-second video of you making like a little funny face or something. You can just email that in, or again, a picture. And it's really awesome for the people that have sent in pictures with their families and their girls and their dudes and their dogs. And, this is more about like you. What's your life like? And we'd like to build you into our intro and outro for the show. So if you'd like to do that, PK and DK at Comcast.net. Yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to do a last roll call in the chat tonight.
Well, let me finish with my shout-outs before we do that. 2 Girls in Wine and Wrinkled Sheets, because they always show us love, so thank you to them. What?
Yes.
Kiki is just staring. Kiki's staring at her right now. I got to really work on the Kiki cam. We got to get that back up. All right. Do a roll call. Go.
I can't. Kiki and I are still having a stare-off.
Okay, can you please stare off with the monitor now? Because she's a dog. She doesn't know she's having
Look, she hasn't blinked yet. Yeah, she won. We got low-key thumbs. Tony, Jake, John, Baby J, Larissa, Skate Free, Christy, Matt. We have Mista, Jeff, K-Fox, Raymond, Liz, E.M. Gomez, Zachary, Horizon, Marcus, 2Spock, 713, Anita, and our 3 viewers who are
you got all 24 people?
Yeah, I just did it.
Okay. No, that's respect.
Should I count? 1, 2, 3, 4,
respect.
5, 6.
No, respect. Big thanks to everybody for joining us all the way to the end of the show. I do have some stuff that throughout the week I'm going to end up putting online, so please just monitor our Facebook page. If you ever find something that's cool, like and share it on our Facebook page. That pushes it right to our website, so I can put it on there as well. It's facebook.com/PKandDK, Twitter @PKandDK. What am I forgetting? Instagram @PKandDK. And I think that's it. We're going to have to see you guys next week. We appreciate every single one of you for joining us in the chat and watching later on.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes, so...
Got a boner to go take care of.
A what? Oh, God. All right, guys. Look at Kiki. If you're still watching, you can see our little puppy to this area.
She's not a puppy. She's 8.5.
But she's still my little girl. Yeah, I guess we did scare them all off.
All right. See you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate
Have a great rest of the week.
Have an awesome week.
It's the PK and DK Show. Catch us live weekdays at 5 Pacific, 7 Central, or at pkanddk.com. With replays, podcasts, vlogs, and more.
I actually leave, and I'm not gonna say it again. Bye, 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 bye. Stop. Bye. I'm on the street. I'm telling you, goodbye.
Miss, we're on a...
Goodbye.